Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing amazing today. I'm here right now with Jordan Brown, owner and founder of Lift Accounting. He's going to be answering all your questions later on. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about his journey of how he became an entrepreneur. So Jordan, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself. How did you get into becoming an entrepreneur?
For sure. So I became an entrepreneur about 2.5 years ago.
Nice.
So I am a chartered accountant, and my formal training up to this point has been kind of the traditional route to becoming a CA or a chartered accountant. So I attended the Edwards School of Business at the University of Saskatchewan, did my BCom in accounting. Then I decided to move out to Calgary to start my career. So.
Right.
You know, being from the prairies, I'd never really lived in a big city.
Yeah.
And so I thought it might be cool to go and move out to Calgary and start working out there. So I worked with PwC for 3 years and articled and earned my CA. But then I realized that I missed home. I missed my family was here. Saskatchewan, was doing really, really well, and we kept on hearing great stories. So I thought this might be a good time to move back. Yeah. So moved back and started to plan for starting up my own accounting firm, but with a little different focus. Mm-hmm. So I started up Lift Accounting, which is the business that I own. Yeah. Started that up in September 2014, and I guess that's kind of my entrepreneurial journey up to this point.
So tell us about your focus. What do you mean by focus?
Yeah. So focus. So I started up Lyft because I wanted to help young entrepreneurs start and grow their businesses. Right. I thought that was a segment or a niche of the market that didn't get a lot of attention or focus from professional accountants. Mm-hmm. Maybe because you can't charge as high fees, of course, with young entrepreneurs or startups because they're struggling just to get going themselves. Right. So, but for me, I thought that would be a fun area to focus on. And
you've had a bunch of amazing clients. Talk about some of your clients that you have right now.
Yeah, so we're pretty fortunate to work with a pretty wide range of young entrepreneurs. So we've got some graphic web design clients, some retail clothing stores, a couple of restaurants that we work with, a fair number of freelancers. So they might do photography, or they might be skilled in different skills like that. Right. So there's a pretty good wide range. I guess the common theme throughout them all is that they're all trying to learn more about how to better manage their business. Right. So really focusing on education is key.
And you've done a lot of free stuff. Like you've helped people, you've given advice for free. Yeah. Tell us how that's impacted yourself and your business.
Yeah, for sure. I've tried, when able, to do different workshops and seminars and presentations because I find that one of the best ways of marketing yourself and kind of connecting with potential clients is to just to offer some advice and so that for example, I volunteer with Square One on a regular basis, which is an organization here in town, and so every month I will go and meet with some of their clients and sit down for 45 minutes to an hour each time and answer their business questions. Nice. And I enjoy it because we get to see a pretty wide range of different businesses and ideas. But it's been a great way to market.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. So let's talk about the entrepreneurship journey, because that's what's really fun to talk about. Because people always see the good things that are happening, but they fail to see the obstacles and trials and tribulations that everyone goes through. Mm-hmm. Take us through a few of those.
For sure.
How many? Tell us a story about where you think, I almost quit.
Right. And I think, they always say entrepreneurship, it's a roller coaster. There's a lot of highs and lows, and I think that's the same as in life, except when you're running a business, you have a lot more responsibilities. You have a lot of people dependent on you, whether it's your employees, your suppliers, customers. So a lot rests on your shoulders. So, there's some days when you might have some financial pressures, you might have to deal with some customer issues. Things can kind of compound quickly, and I think, sometimes you wonder, why am I working 12, 14 hours a day?
Yeah.
But the key thing is to step back and kind of take a look at the bigger picture and realize, why did I choose to go down this path?
Right. Yeah.
And that just really reminds you of what your motivation or purpose is, and it helps you get through those tough times, I think.
Right, absolutely. So we've done some work in the past, me and Jordan. I remember one morning I came into your office and you had a couple coffees in front of you, and I was like, "Hey, Jordan, how's it going?" Right? And you're like, "Hey," I was like, "How long you been here?" He's like, "I didn't leave the office yet." I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So this guy knows what it takes to be an entrepreneur. You were there all night, right?
Yeah.
It was busy tax season.
Yeah.
Getting his clients their working time, because that's what it takes. It's everything relies on you. And when you were starting up, right?
Yeah.
You, as a solopreneur, that's how you started.
Yeah.
You and I started. Not everyone is going to be like that, but for the solopreneurs out there, you got to be the one putting in that work right away. And sometimes it means that you're going to have to put all-nighters. You're going to have to find the right people to surround yourself with. So how do you stay motivated to continue to deliver to your clients on a regular basis?
Yeah, for sure. I think, for me, it's seeing how much our clients appreciate the time and energy and knowledge that we do kind of give to them and invest into them.
Right.
That's pretty rewarding to see. Whenever you can have a happier, satisfied client, it really gives you a boost.
Absolutely.
So for me, it all comes back to kind of, why did I choose to start this business? What is my goal or my passion?
Yeah.
And as long as you can keep that kind of in the center of your mind, that gives you the motivation to keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost tax season.
Yeah.
Personal people out there getting their taxes ready. What advice do you have anyone right now who might be just getting ready to input their taxes and trying to get them filed in time?
Definitely. I think the key thing right now is just to get organized. So, we're at the beginning of January. There's still a fair bit of time before the April 30th deadline for taxes, but this is a great time to, go to Staples. I was there last night. They've got lots of great deals on file folders and storage boxes and everything you need to just kind of organize your financial and business life. If you've been keeping up, if you have a business and you've been keeping up with your bookkeeping, that's great. If you're a little bit behind, this is the time where you want to focus on getting caught up, because being able to have a clear picture of 2016 and how your business did and that's key right now.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that people fail to claim? Because I hear that question a lot. Is, Kendal, what can I claim? I'm a personal, I work for this person or I work for this company.
Yeah.
What can I claim?
Yeah. So if you work for a company as an employee, there isn't a whole lot of deductions that you can deduct as an employee. However, if you are treated as a contractor, independent contractor, or a freelancer, let's say, you're really running your own business. So you can deduct a lot more expenses. Common ones I see people miss out on is claiming all of their vehicle expenses. Meals, sometimes they'll go for meals and they might lose the receipts. Missing receipts is one of the biggest areas where deductions get missed. So if you don't have all of your receipts, chances are you're not claiming 100% of the business expenses that you are incurring.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jordan, so have you had any mentors along the way that have helped you to get to where you are today as an entrepreneur? Because I talk a lot about how important it is to have the right people around you. How about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I've had when I was going through my career with PwC, I had a coach or a mentor directly inside the firm to kind of help my growth as a young professional. Now, with being an entrepreneur and running my own practice, I've turned to people such as Dipesh Parmar, who's the executive director of Ideas Inc. And
amazing role model, by the way.
So sitting down with Dipesh and really picking his brain on marketing topics or just topics about running a business has been really great. And even too, I have I've been fortunate to go to school and grow up with different entrepreneurs, such as yourself and Josh from Skip the Dishes and different ones like that. And really being able to talk to your peers and kind of bounce ideas off has been another form of mentorship as well. Because most of us have gone through similar challenges, and so being able to share knowledge has been helpful too.
Right. Kind of having like that team of people you can bounce ideas off of whenever you want, because we're all on the same path.
Yeah.
Similarities but different routes,
Yeah.
but we're all trying to achieve the same thing.
Yeah.
So, Jordan, before we wrap this up here today, I know you're very busy. You have a lot of work to get to.
Yeah.
Any advice out there to any young professionals or entrepreneurs who want to start a business similar to yours, or just might be trying to get ahead, and you have some advice that you can give to them? What would it be today?
For sure. I think the key thing is, if you have a desire or a passion to start a business, I think that's great. It can be scary to make that leap, and what's becoming more popular now is that you can keep your full-time day job, but you can start a side business. They call it's kind of like a side gig or side business, and so you can test the waters, see what the market demand is for your product or service. All the while, still maintaining the stability of a full-time job. But when you do make the decision to jump both feet first into it, I think doing a good business plan, really getting a good assessment for what is the market for your product or service, getting your pricing right from the start, not underpricing your product, and coming up with a good marketing plan for how you're going to identify your target market and reach those people. Those are all good steps for starting a business, for sure.
Nice. And what is one of the best advices you've been given that has really changed yourself and your path as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think for myself, it's just don't be afraid to go out there and really make a go of it. I think as a solo entrepreneur, you're the one driving the business, so you have to really want to put in the time and the effort to grow your business, because if you take a day off, your business just isn't advancing or growing. So it's just not being afraid to give it your all and work hard. So.
Yeah, I liked what you just said there. If you're not in the business, your business isn't growing, right? And I think a lot of people assume that entrepreneurship is a luxurious lifestyle. They think that every entrepreneur is a millionaire, which is totally false. But if the entrepreneurs are not there working with their team, it's very hard for that business to grow. So that's very important for anyone out there who might be wanting to start a business. You have to be there all the time. You have to be there communicating. It's like a relationship. If you're with your husband or wife, it's the same thing with a business. You got to be communicating with your team. And if you're all on the same page, you have the same goals written down, you're all trying to achieve the same thing, you work together, chances are you will be very successful. Any last words, Jordan, before we wrap this up?
No, I just appreciate the opportunity to come in and do this video with you.
Where can we find you also?
Yeah, you can find us if you Google Lift Accounting, we'll pop up. We're on Facebook and Instagram as well under Lift Accounting, and
you do seminars, you do talks, he does consulting, aside from the bookkeeping stuff. So thank you very much, Jordan, for coming in today. I appreciate your time.
For sure.
And have a great day, everyone. We'll see you.